Our final speaker is a former software engineer who's worked for many years with the Commission in Information and IT. For the past 6 years, he's headed the e-government services unit, running the ISA programme to develop pan-European e-government services and infrastructure. Please welcome Karel De Vriendt.
Hello to everybody. If you're the last speaker in a row, you have some advantages and some disadvantages. You can refer back to the previous speakers, and that's a good thing because they've used all the time that was available for you to speak. The disadvantage, of course, is that I may see you leaving more and more and think that it's because of me. Okay, first, I'm not an official spokesperson of the European Commission. I'm not taking positions. That's especially important when the questions come on any issue. That's the right from the commissioners and their official spokesmen. I'm only capable of speaking about the things I'm responsible for. Now, until recently, I was responsible for the ISA program, but today I'm an advisor, so I'm responsible for nothing anymore. That allows me some more freedom to speak. E-government, open data, public sector information. E-government. There was a time that e-government was replacing paper forms by electronic forms, by on the web. For many people believe that e-government is tax on web, making it easier for people to pay their taxes. Well, it's maybe a good suggestion for the Greek government, but okay. Then there come Government 2.0. Government 2.0, and we were speaking about blogs and wikis and interaction and all this type of thing. Last year, Timo Reilly wrote an interesting chapter in a book, and the chapter is available for free on the internet, Government as a Platform. Government doing things that enable the citizens and the businesses to do other things. The government makes sure there are highways, that there is a railroad infrastructure, all these type of things. Also, what you're doing with Inspire, it's government as a platform, government building infrastructures that can be used by others, and it's a total different thing. Now, at the European Commission, normally I'm not allowed to speak about open data, it's public sector information. But as Nelly Cruz, the Commissioner of the Information Society, recently said in our blog, PSI is not the most sexy term, and open data is much more interesting to talk about. And when we talk about enough about it, maybe some of the openness, some of the spirit of openness Nigel spoke about can go over. We may not forget that Europe 2020 is about the knowledge economy. And the knowledge economy has the good advantage that barrier to entry is extremely low. I think here in Scotland we can speak about the theory of Adam Smith and the free markets, that the benefit for society is the biggest if all actors in the market have the same access to the same information. And that's what open knowledge, open data, open standards all is about. It's about barriers to entry and about innovation. It's what Nigel say, if you create barriers to entry, you stifle innovation. What do we do in the area of public sector information? We have policy initiatives, like the PSI of the Inspire initiative. We are big data holders. We have Eurostat, we have our publication office. We do some research and innovation funding. We do some networking and awareness raising. There are aspects that haven't been considered here, like Europeana, open science, open information, etc. I don't need to say much about the policy context because I'm quite sure that everybody here has read and know by heart the digital agenda and the e-government action plan, but they both speak about making information that the government holds, collects, owns, available for economic actors to work with, enabling the creation of the single market. And the Commission should lead by example. Okay. The PSI directive. The PSI directive is, exists for a while. It's older than the Inspire directive. It allows commercial reuse of data. It tries to encourage limitation on the charging for the reuse of data. It speaks about transparency, cross-subsidy, exclusivity. There is a revision ongoing, and that's very interesting, because there was a public consultation on possible revision 2 years ago. And we received something like 50 answers to that consultation. We did a new one end of last year. We received more than 800 inputs. So the interest, because of the open data initiatives that Nigel spoke about, the interest in the subject has been raised enormously. And we are now working on the revision. Some points that are important is the scope still right? Is the terminology clear? And is there a level playing field? And that's especially when data owners, government agencies have core tasks and non-core tasks. Where do they come in competition or potential competition with the market and where not? The result of the public consultation is on the line today, and there will be a commission paper on options for the revision later this year. The Commission should lead by example, so that's easy. We just set up another open data portal. We hope to do so soon, and we have been in contact with the UK people because we want to have a head-on start by just cloning what they have done, taking what they have done and filling it with our data. We're working internally with the Commission services on an inventory of the data the Commission owns, but also on the data that the Commission already makes available, because the Commission already makes lots of information available via Eurostat, via Eurex, via the European Environment Agency, via the Inspire data portal. There's a lot of things that we must figure out how all the ongoing efforts and the portal can help to reinforce each other. We want to prototype something this year. We want to go really live next year. We're also speaking about the possibility to have a European level data portal. But there we're still working with member states and with experts in and outside the Commission on what should